Hello everybody, welcome back. We are here with Denise Calenda, the former Courier 6 of the Mojave Express. And as you can see, she is wearing some of her favorite stuff, her Ranger Duster and Ranger Armor, her Desert Ranger Armor, excuse me, and her favorite hat. And she's different because, she helped all of the factions as best she could, but she kind of found that all of them were sort of lacking in something. And then she happened upon Yes Man. And she kind of listened to him and went, oh, independent New Vegas, huh? Well, you know what? One of my friends, the King, wants to keep Freeside independent as well. You know what? I think I'm going to go for an independent New Vegas. So she did everything that she could, helped out all the factions, but eventually she did decide to help Yes Man. And but during that, the King himself was kind of coming under scrutiny of the NCR, and the NCR said, hey, look, you need to help us get this guy to stop doing what he's doing and messing with the NCR citizens here. And she said, all right. Now, she had helped out the King and gained favor. And he said, hey, I don't give these out lightly, little darling. You just hold on to this till you find out for sure what it is that you want. And she did. And so when the NCR asked for help, she went to him and told him what was going on. But she had already figured out that it was Pacer that was causing all the problems because he was already doing it. So she, unbeknownst to the King, took out Pacer. And the problem stopped. She did not use her favor with the King to stop Pacer. Instead, she finished up, made New Vegas independent. The King himself was in charge of Freeside, helping Freeside stay free. And Priscilla over here, well, she was one of the criers for the Atomic Wrangler. So she stood on the street corner. She was one of a few women who stood on the corner for crying, touting, saying, hey, come over here to the Atomic Wrangler. We got booze, we got babes, we got gambling. She was one of those women. And she saw the Kings all the time. As a matter of fact, let me kind of show you something else. Yeah. She has the full ensemble for her Desert Ranger outfit. Okay. Let's just take that off. And so after the events at New Vegas and at the dam, and New Vegas was free, she had been seeing Priscilla at the Atomic Wrangler for a while, and, well, they were really interested in each other. So, of course, they were lovers, and Priscilla told her her dream of joining the Kings and becoming one of the Kings. And Denise here spoke with the King, and he said, whoa, having a woman as a king, I don't know. And Denise said, hey, remember that favor you owe me? And he said, okay, darling, you got me. If you want your lady love there to be a king, she's a king. And so Priscilla, ecstatic, was able to get, let me just close up here. Will you stop doing that? Well, she did her hair up in the manner of the Kings. And let's see if she'll turn the feck around. Let's see. Okay, maybe. Okay. Oh, for crying out. There we go. She bitch.
On it.
All right. I don't know what you're on, but okay. I am trying to show off your awesome outfit. Okay, so anyway, she got the king's leather jacket and jeans.
I'm tired.
And she is stoked about it. She's very ecstatic about being able to join the Kings, and she proudly wears her King's outfit throughout her entire travels. And over here, before they left,
hey, here.
Before they left the Mojave, well, they found a little pup out in the Mojave, and they rescued him. Excuse me. Let me grab a drink here. So they rescued this little puppers. And, oh, he's so adorable. Isn't he adorable? Look at that face. So, okay, come here.
Head over there.
Yeah, let's get a good look at you, DB. His name is DB. It's short for Diamondback. And he just keeps fucking...
Go there.
Come here.
There. Move out.
Ugh. So anyway, get a nice look at his rattle tail and his markings, and he's got some good armor. And he's just a cutie. You can see you can kind of see. He's got one blue eye, and he's walking away. He's got a blue eye, and he's got a cute little fucker. He's got a blue eye and a yellow eye. Anyway, that's DB. That's Priscilla. And this is Denise. And, oh yes, and Denise, she is my explosives character. So she's got an M79 Grenade Rifle. Oh yeah, she loves her explosives. As you can kind of tell from her hair. She's just lots of explosives, lots of explosions happen around her. She says, fuck it, I'm not gonna fuck with my hair. Just whatever happens. She does wash it, but yeah, she literally has a lot of blast back. So she's kind of left it alone. She also has a plasma pistol, but she also has, well, let's just go this way. She found this, she got this off of an extraterrestrial that she that she saw in the Mojave. She went, apparently got a little too close to them, and, she had to fight them off and blew them up. And this pistol was on his body. So she uses that, and sometimes she still uses her plasma pistol, but she likes this one a little more. And she's made a few little modifications, and it's just awesome. And yeah, so that's these two. And I thought that I would share with you the entire reason for this. I have done the Lost Rangers build challenge, and apparently a little inadvertently I started building it, and I inadvertently found out that I kind of did G4XP's build challenge as well. So let's take a look at that. Alrighty. Can you see the build? You can see it, right? See it? No? Good. Okay, so this is my entry into the Lost Rangers single floor build. But it turns out, again, that this is sort of a G4XP build as well, in which he says use 2 floor pieces. And let's see. what is it? A door and one wall, one roof, one door wall, and a door. So, sorry, I got really close to the microphone. I had to be able to read it in some lighting here.
Ferals are smarter than you think.
And what I ended up doing is...
But I've seen them set up ambushes around dead bodies.
Hey, Dyson. Basically, I've got half a wall here, a door wall, and a door, and yeah, that's about it, really. Oh, and then I do have actually more than one roof, but you'll see why in a moment. But the rest of the walls I did with stuff that I found here at Red Rocket, and I'll get to those in a little bit. So basically most of this is found items. So it's not entirely G4XP's, but it's really close. But it's also started as the Lost Rangers build challenge of using a single floor and building up. Now, I'm gonna get into some lore, and I'll walk you guys through this as well. That's Dyson. He's part of the Red Rocket. This isn't his place. The owner of this place, Denise met him, sorta. Let's go meet him. Yeah. This was the owner of this place. When she came upon it, completely by accident, and you'll see why soon. Well, hell, you guys kind of saw why. You can't really see it. It's kind of hidden in amongst the rocks. But when she came here, she went up and she knocked on his door, and, well, there wasn't an answer. So she went inside and found him, well, he was dead. Apparently in his sleep, didn't really see any signs of violence. He wasn't too old, but, 50 maybe? So she decided to give him, bury him, give him a nice burial. But this ground, as you can see, the ground is kind of rocky and a little soily. Whatever. So she couldn't dig very deeply. So she dug she dug as deep as she could. But his body still kind of wasn't, deep enough. So she gathered rocks from all around this area and basically, gave him a decent burial. And found some wood. She never knew his name or anything, but, she kind of painted that rest in peace as best she could. Not very straight, but, she gave him as good of a burial as she could. But yeah, when she came here, she came from over here. She originally came through the pass through Nuka World, and she never went to Nuka World yet, but she came through the pass. Ooh, thistle. And she kind of she met the people over there at Abernathy, but she hasn't done anything for them yet because she's kind of wandering for the moment. But she came over here and saw the Red Rocket. And, you guys can easily see that you cannot easily see the shack. Until you kind of get up here, and even then, you don't really see it. Again, if you come from over here, you don't really see it. The old guy, well, he kind of knew what he was doing. He built a pretty well hidden place. And so Denise here, well, she decided to kind of take it over a bit. And you can see, it's got some roof here, but he added soil and let the earth grow on top of it. And she's got a campfire, and she's got a Nuka grape there. And she sits in there because it's like, well, sometimes people may come over that hill, and instead of...
I had a guard named Harry when I was a kid. This caravan got attacked by raiders, and they cut off his ear. His ear! Lucky it wasn't his nose.
Yeah, lucky they only cut off his ear and not his nose. Yeah. Okay, so instead of sitting over here, I mean, she's like, well, I came from this direction, and they said that they've been attacked by raiders. And so she kind of sits up here and looks in this direction. Because this is a little, well, it's pretty well hidden over here. So anyway, there's a bit of a relaxation area up here and stuff like that. And there's a little ladder. And climb down the ladder. And you get to his place. Now let's just kind of go down here, excuse me, Dyson, and get a look at his place from outside. So he's got himself some steps and a little platform to walk on, and built a little wall to keep this in place. And a little toolbox. And one of the reasons why this place doesn't get attacked is Denise has actually kind of heard some rumors from some nearby locals, mainly the Abernathys, about the woman in white, the ghost of the woman in white, who haunts the Red Rocket in the area. And apparently some of the raiders are afraid of the woman in white as well. So they tend to avoid this area. And there's another reason they avoid it as well, which I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, they're afraid of the ghost of the woman in white. And, well, you guys can't tell, but you'll see it later. The old guy, the old man, he basically put this moisture evaporator here, sucks in moisture from the surrounding area, and it fills up, well, water. And he's got this thing built up, and you guys can probably tell what this is. I'm not going to keep it a secret. This is the waste barrel. And there's the piping that goes into it, and right up in there is the toilet. And this basically fills up the toilet. But he can also stick in a, cups or bowls or something like that and fill up some more water for inside. But he's got his toolbox here. It's kind of resting on this outcrop of rock, which also happens to hold the additional stability for his bathroom. And this clothesline, which he grabbed from these houses over here, is supporting the pipe that goes in here. And he is able to open this thing up, and he scoops out any of the manure that he needs to and whatever. And he's also got buckets and fertilizer and stuff like that. And over here, he placed up a turret to keep himself protected, and he's got some additional ammo and stuff to keep it in working condition, some oil, adhesive, tape, stuff like that. It's scrappy, but it works. And oy, Dyson, just come on, move, ma'am. You just move, buddy. Oh, you're not gonna move. All right. Anyway. Okay, now he's moving. So you can see he's got stairs going up here. He's got stuff that kind of actually blocks the entrance from over there. He's got a ladder, so you can go up. Again, I climbed up it before, but you can go up it and hang out up here. got a lantern here so he can see where he's going at night. And there's a retaining wall here. We'll see why soon. And there's the door. Go inside.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I just opened the door. So these walls are made up from pallets that are, including these walls, are made up of pallets that are from the Red Rocket. You can see them because I used them over it from the Red Rocket. And there's a little word of warning over there. I used these pallets from, let's see if I can, okay, from down there, all over in this area. I used the pallets that were there. I literally grabbed those pallets, brought them over here, set up these walls. And there's a little table over there that's actually holding the toilet barrel. And I left and came back, I don't know, a day later or something like that, and the walls disappeared, and the toilet barrel. Oh, and I got the barrel from over there too. And the crate that the turret is sitting on also disappeared. So I was like, what the hell happened? And I looked back and, well, they respawned all back where they originally were. So, yeah. If you build with those things over here, they're going to disappear and respawn. And I actually said, you know what, to make this look right, I'm going to scrap those, use the build menu to build these things and not actually grab and move them. And I scrapped the stuff, and one of the pallets that I scrapped up there said clamped objects stored in the workbench. And I went, what? Well, turns out this rack here was still clamped to this, and this one was from way over there. So yeah, if you're gonna build stuff using things from around here, you may, well, honestly, you're probably gonna want to build it within the actual build area. The reason I'm able to build over here is I am using Shadowzar 77's Sandboxing mod, which really expands the build area of most of the settlements. Apparently it doesn't affect Hangman's Alley, which is probably a good thing. Hangman's Alley is unaffected that I've noticed, but the build area around here is quite large. That's why I'm able to build here in the rocks. So yeah, just a little word of caution. If you decide to use the actual build items there, over here, away from the vanilla border, they're going to disappear and respawn over there, taking your clamped objects with them. So, I am 24 minutes in, and I have not finished with the lore. So, she sleeps here on a sleeping bag that she brought with her, and there's a backup of her grenade rifle, and a couple of 40mm grenades, and another 40mm grenade. Her favorite drink in the world, Sunset Sarsaparilla. Sometimes she uses the can for it. And again, she loves explosives. And there's a weapon repair thing. And some more explosives, handmade explosives. Her backpack that she had. This sink was here, came with this place. As were the Nuka clock and the Nuka sign and towels and the lockers and things like that. They were already here because apparently the old man just grabbed them from the Red Rocket. Oh yes, and he hooked up some wiring and got a fan working. Hooked it up to the ceiling, and he's got this wire powers the fan and the additional lighting here. Hi, Priscilla. For some additional defense, This keeps out the majority of the bugs. And just to make sure that the giant mosquitoes, as Codsworth likes to call them, can't really angle in or like sit here and then stick their proboscis through here.
I could really go for some.
These things are,
Noodles, didn't you?
protecting where you sleep.
Right now.
And, barbed wire, chain link, and this road sign, construction sign, is also used, well, it's for protection so you don't walk too far and run into that water filler maker thing here. So you can see it fills up the toilet there, and she can turn it off once it's filled. But right now it's she used it recently, so it's being filled right now. Plenty of toilet paper and some stuff to keep herself clean, and she's left his some of his belongings here just out of respect for him. There's some desanitizer, sanitizing spray, all that stuff. This food and refrigerator were here already, and she's kind of cooking up some meat steaks, and she is amazed that he found a clean hot plate, and he's got some backup power cells to power it. And he's got some power cells for his coffee maker. She dragged this from a diner downtown so that she could fill it up and have a lot of coffee available. Just some more food storage. And yeah, got some Hydra, some of his belongings, and yeah, she uses the sink. And honestly, Priscilla and Denise here, they both sleep here because, well, they do because they're lovers. So meh. Okay, now, and as you can see, toxic waste barrels. But you know what? They're empty and they're clean. But when you're way over here and you come up, you're like, oh, I'm gonna sneak up over here, and oh, what's this? Oh shit, radioactive barrels. Oh my god. Let's avoid it. Shit, we don't want to get irradiated. So yeah, that's one of the defenses here. The other defense is basically just trying to blend in with the with nature, trying to blend in with nature. Now we'll turn off the light. As you guys can possibly see here, there's the hydration. It's the moisture evaporator. It's sucking in moisture from the area. But if you kind of look, especially up here, let's just hop up here, kind of bright, and it sort of looks like a dress. And it is bluish white. And if you're over back here, and if you really don't know much about technology, especially a moisture evaporator, well, that kind of looks like a scary ghost. So the old man here, well, he had something set up pretty well. As a matter of fact, now that she thinks about it, he probably made up the story of the woman in white, the ghost in white who, haunts this place and kills interlopers and stuff like that. And yeah, because he wasn't killed by a raider or by bugs or anything like that. He just seemed to die of old age. Maybe he had too many rats or something, but he didn't look too bad. He didn't look like he had suffered from rats. Oh, and you can see some of the additional lighting. Nothing major, but enough for him to see, his pathway. In order to safely walk into his home. He's got a candle here. There's a candle there. He's got a little bit of red light. And he's got... The Quantum was here, so she hasn't touched it because it's kind of a nice night light. Yeah. Nice cooking station. Again, she was making a meal, and she has, a bar of chocolate. Big old bar of chocolate. And meat tenderizer sitting on the cooking area. Salt, pepper. Just kind of a cozy little home. So yeah. I like this. And again, just kind of head up the ladder. And just kind of have a seat here. And that just doesn't work, so...
Over there, boy.
What the fuck?
Over there.
Okay, well, as you can see, I have this stuff turned off. And I didn't realize I still had the dog focused on there. But let's just kind of hop down here. And you know what? Just to be a little better, get a nice little outro here. I have no idea how much time I posted in here, but there we go. That seems good. So, yeah. I hope you like this little build. Again, I do. I had fun building it. And yeah, I mean, it may not technically fit for G4XP's build challenge, but I don't know. I mean, I'll put a link in the description for both G4XP's and the Lost Rangers build challenge, but this primarily was for the Lost Rangers build challenge. And I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, be excellent to each other, party on, and thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. Have a good one. Bye.